This is Los Angeles. It's an amazing city. You have the best of humanity here and the worst of humanity. You'll find the super wealthy in their Rolls Royces and their luxury mansions, and you'll also find the poor soul living in his cardboard box out on the street trying to survive.
There are approximately 30,000 homeless in the city of Los Angeles. Nobody knows exactly how many people are homeless. What we do know is that every year, more and more people are pushed out of their housing onto the sidewalks of the city. So without question, the problem is getting worse. In the last 10 years, the federal government in the United States has cut back the housing budget by more than 80%. The city of Los Angeles, for instance, doesn't spend one dime of its budget on housing. There's no government assistance, no food programs, no housing programs.
Before all of this situation had begun, when I was younger, we didn't know nothing about no dope. Crack monster, crack monster, crack monster, crack monster, crack monster.
First time I hit that, I felt like, wow, this thing is so terrific. You know, I wanted to have more. I always wanted more. As much money as I had in my pocket, I would spend it. But one day, I got so bad where I wanted to commit suicide. And I had the .22 rifle, and I had it next to my head. I had it on the ground, and I was going to shoot myself because we were smoking cocaine, and it got down to the last where there was no more. There was no more money. There was no electricity in the house. There was nothing to eat. There was nothing left, nowhere to go. I was at the bottom. I couldn't go any more farther down than where I was at. So I wanted to kill myself, and she was arguing with me, and I just grabbed the gun and was just about to kill myself when my smallest son walked into the door.
Me and my brothers, we used to go out and steal food just for us, and then we used to bang on the doors. I used to tell my mom and dad, when are we going to stop? I used to wait up just for them to go to sleep, but they would never go to sleep. They would just go, and I used to go with my mom and dad to get the drugs. And one day my dad was going to shoot himself, but I walked in, and I told him, what are you doing? He said, oh, I'm just shining the gun. But then my mom took the gun away, and she threw it somewhere in the backyard, and then I hugged my dad.
And at that moment, I flashed back into life when I was 7 years old and when my father committed suicide. And at that moment, when I began to think, my wife grabbed the gun away from me and went into the backyard and hid it. And I just started to cry out to God. I said, God, if you're real and if you're out there, help me. I need help. I can't make it no more. I'm at the end of my rope. There's nowhere I can turn to.
And they call themselves the Bebop Bloods. Does that make you more like a gangster? Is that the reason why you do that?
Bring out the blood in you.
Brings out the blood in you?
Yep.
What would a gang member do that's doing a drive-by?
Going to take out their enemy.
Take out the enemy with what?
With their gun on.
With the gun? What kind of guns do you use?
Whatever kind. AKs, all
AK?
Kind of whatever you can get a hold to.
Uh-huh. Shotguns?
Whatever you can get a hold to.
And what do? You aim it at the person and fire?
Yep.
And what's the purpose of that?
What's the purpose? They let them know.
Let them know what?
That your gang's number one.
Your gang's number one?
Yep.
And what do you say after the shooting happens?
You don't say nothing. You just say, we got him.
Got him?
Yep.
And then what happens? You guys celebrate or what?
Go to Sam's and get a beer.
Do girls, women, gang members also do drive-bys?
Yeah, they do drive-bys. Yeah. I was in a drive-by.
How would you, what would happen, let's say you wanted to do a drive-by? Do you go get drunk, talk about something, and then go do it, or how does it usually work?
Go get drunk, and then go out and get them. You be ready to kill.
America is essentially a dream. It is a dream of a land where men of all races, of all nationalities, and of all creeds can live together as brothers. We hold these truths to be self-evident.